Alright guys, we're coming with you to one of the most exciting part about Instagram, and we're gonna start creating the cohesive, really nice Instagram feed. Guys, Instagram in the end is a visual platform, so I would not stop repeating, especially if you're a business owner and you're selling physical products on Instagram. This is one of the really crucial moments and crucial points to consider in order to be able to stand out in a very competitive environment on Instagram. We're gonna begin with understanding what kind of feeds exist, and we're gonna also walk through some trends and maybe you have some inspiration. But before we dive into this, it's really important that you come back to the notes once you did this competitor analysis and go through all the post ideas, feed ideas that you have already saved. In one of the first videos that I have published for the sprint, we were talking about how to do a competitor analysis, and I was asking you to do it freestyle so you can save some inspiration for the future. Now we need these ideas. All right, so it's really important that your feed, your overall feed, the mood on the feed is not depending on your personal taste. You have to consider what people, what your ideal clients, targeted audience would like to see on Instagram, what will attract them to start following your Instagram account and in the end buying products from you and not from your competitors. I think we're clear on that point, and let's start with the different feed trends. There are feeds that can be categorized according to the business minimal style. There are feeds that can be categorized according to different editing styles, photo types, and stuff like this. All right, so the first example that I want to share with you is light to dark feeds. You can see some examples here. I'm doing this just for your inspiration because it doesn't necessarily should be that you should start creating pictures in this or in that mood. You have to understand that your images, your overall mood on Instagram, on your Instagram profile should correspond to what your clients want to see, what attracts them. All right. So if you're producing, let's say, I don't know, like hairbands for kids, and they would not look nice on this dark Instagram, moody Instagram feed, right? I guess you know what I mean. The other type of the feed is minimal versus busy style. The busy pictures usually is really nice to look at, to observe it, because it has a lot of details. And while the minimal style feed is really trendy right now, and especially if you're selling, let's say you have only few products that you're selling, in order to not overload the images with a lot of objects, you can go for the minimal style feed, and it's quite easy to implement that. We're gonna talk about this later. There are, say, bright and aesthetic feed type. So the bright feed can actually be busy or minimal as well. It's just we're talking here about the whole overall color mood for your Instagram feed, while the aesthetic has really a lot of pastel, brown, coffee colors, a lot of white colors, and this is also very trendy right now. For example, if you're in the cooking niche, there would be something for you, because that's kind of trendy right now, right? In terms of editing, you can have feeds being more warm and cozy and more cold. These are more or less all type of feeds that you can categorize on Instagram. Of course, there are a lot of things to consider, but these are just some categories and some ideas for you, so we can start working with something. And of course, later on, once you start to make your own pictures, we can readjust it. Now, what I would like you to do is start finding and saving references for your future feed. A reference photo is a picture that would help you to recreate your own picture with your own products, with yourself. I personally like to use Pinterest. Pinterest is number one for me for finding cool references, and then I save them on my I like to save them on my camera roll, because then I can upload it in one of the preview apps, and I can start seeing how my feed is going to look in future. I really love doing that, but you can start saving it either in your folder on your desktop or on your camera roll on your phone. So once you start using Pinterest, you can type in, let's say you are selling, I don't know, like glassware, cups and glasses, and things like that. So you can start typing glasses photography or cups photography or glassware photography, and you can start seeing some results. So whenever you click, you like the style of the picture, click on this picture, and then Pinterest suggests you the similar pictures, and that's how you can dig even deeper to find the cool references of your own. The second type of inspiration for me is, of course, the competitors, the pictures that I personally like. I have the whole folder in my phone dedicated to that. If you want to save it into your camera roll, you can make a screenshot. I'm not talking here about republishing it, but we're gonna just use it as a source of inspiration and for creating your own images, just like what you have saved. The other platform that might be useful for you is Unsplash. It's a free stock photography images. You can just type keywords of your products and you will see some pictures that are absolutely for free. You can use them as references as well. You can just type in Google, but normally I don't find really cool examples on Google when I creating feed for my clients or even when I am making feed for myself. So these are several types of inspiration for you to find references. So once you found references, you don't have to do exactly how I do it, but I'm just gonna share with you my personal approach to that. So whenever I'm preparing feed for my clients or even for myself, I save pictures from Pinterest and I save pictures from the competitors or I just found somewhere in Instagram really nice picture and I'm pretty sure that I want to make something similar for myself or for my client of the product. So I just screenshot it and save it into my camera roll. Then I really like using an app called Unum because you can upload absolutely for free your images and start playing around how they would fit with each other, how just to feel the whole mood. I recommend to do that with minimum of 12 images because these 12 images would really help you to understand where you have to locate which picture and how this picture is complementing other pictures, or maybe move them around to not have the similar pictures next to each other. But this we're going to talk about this in the next video. So no worries, but in this part of the sprint, I just would like you to start finding references for your pictures, start saving them and start uploading in such apps as Unum or Preview that is absolutely for free. You can just start uploading the images for your future feed. In the next video, we are going to talk about some rules, some photography rules, or some rules how you should not allocate your pictures and how you should mix them up in order to not overload the feed. There are some basic rules to make your feed look cohesive, let's say it like that. And we are also going to talk about some other types of the posts that are very trendy right now. And in the next videos, we will start implementing them, such as a carousel post using platforms such as Figma. And then we also will learn how to create animated text on your images. We will learn how to create collage, and in other parts, as I already mentioned before, we're going to talk about how to incorporate IGTV and Reels into your overall feed. All right, guys, I'm going to see you tomorrow. And if you have any comments, questions, ideas, please write them below because we're here to help each other.